Hi friends, this is Miss Lissa, and today we are going to push your exploring of texture crayon printing even more. So there's a few ways you could do this. One is by drawing a picture with big shapes and filling those shapes in with texture. I'm about to do that in a second. Another is to simply take some texture that you explored and go further with it, because some of you printed a little bit, you held it down underneath, you pushed and made these beautiful, you found the texture, you found the patterns, which is beautiful, and then you stopped there. But you could, again, do color on top of color. Push harder and you'll see different parts will show up. You can see my leaf moved a little bit, not much, but you can push harder with different colors, and you can see if you want different colors to stand up in different areas. So you can push really hard with different colors and get better texture exploration. You could even add a frame with other textures, which is kind of fun. Now, if you're at home and you have watercolor paint, you can do watercolor paint on top of this, and it does something called a relief. We'll talk about that more at a different time. But you could do this with white crayon and then paint watercolor and see what happens. So a repeated texture, I can change the color, but there's lots of ways that you can push your idea of texture and make beautiful art out of it. One is to do a design. This is kind of more of a design. It's not a picture of something. And then I'm going to go back to my robot picture. So you can go design-wise by doing more than one color, pushing, and thinking about how all those shapes come together to make some art. So if we go back to the robot drawing, I made big shapes that then I can fill in with texture. So I can do the texture in the background. I can fill in texture shapes. Remember, you want to hold down your paper and push hard. I can overlap color on top of color. So let me fast forward this video and you can see what I do, and then I can see what you do. Now you can always go back over your lines. If you can't see your lines after you do your texture, you can go back over your lines. Make your lines thick, make your lines big, so you can see your drawing in case your drawing goes away and you don't like how that looks. You might like how it looks and leave it how it is. Now you could keep going and going and going, but the point is that you make shapes and then you fill shapes in with texture, and you do some in the front and some in the back, and you can go shapes over shapes, and you can make it how you want it with texture and drawing and shapes and printing. Bye friends. Good luck.